Hello everyone, I hope you're having a blessed day. My name is Tally, and today we're going to be doing a makeup-inspired look. So this year, for all the different seasons, I've been trying to do a little bit more unwearable makeup. For the previous years, I did a very much so wearable makeup look. I think for summer, I did an entire SPF makeup look, so every single product had SPF in it. Except for mascara. I did not find an SPF mascara. But I'm very excited. I was keeping a wig cap because I was like, oh, this is going to be the wig cap will be like perfect. I can pull it over my head and we can get the scales. I'm sure you've seen that hack before. It's been around for forever. I think I remember like 5-minute craft like doing something along these lines. But I did find this and I think it will work. I can't believe that I lost the wig cap. I literally just spent like the last half an hour like tearing apart my room trying to figure out what I did with it, and I can't find it. I'm wondering if I got rid of it kind of forgetting that I had it and I was keeping it for this. But yeah, this is what you're going to need. You can do your base however you would like, because I'm literally just going to do this and then take everything off. I'm not going to mess with like primers or anything like that. There's like setting spray all over my mirror. But I am going to kind of brighten and color correct. I can't even see what this is anymore, but this is by Essence, and it's their eye brightener. And it has hyaluronic acid in it, so if you tend to lean dry, I have combination skin. I'm like, my eyelids and my eyelashes are so oily it wants to break stuff down, but then everywhere else seems to be, my skin is like moisture. So I go all over the place. Okay, then we can do a little e.l.f. Halo Glow. I don't know, like, do we want to go like, I don't think I'm gonna do like a bronzed mermaid. I want to be a little bit more accurate. You know, like, we're gonna go like deep sea type creature. So I'm thinking paler the better. Some like sheer white foundation. That could have been really cool. But I also like to try to use what I have on hand. Influencers are constantly telling you that you have to go out and buy a million things. But if you're already a makeup person and you like makeup, and you're like me, you probably have a fair, like, collection. And thus you don't need to, like, buy anything, really. Alright, and then if you have oily eyelids, this is the best eyeshadow primer I've ever tried. It's not always 100%, like if it's extra humid or I'm like really sweating that day, my eyeshadow will still crease, but nothing like any other eyeshadow I've tried. I've tried the She Glam one when I did the full face of She Glam long wear makeup. And then I've tried, oh let me see here, I have the NYX glitter one, which is pretty good just for like glitter stuff. I don't really like it as an all over primer. Let me see here. What else have I tried? Oh, I've tried several from Miss AOA. I think the best one I've tried so far is this 12 over Colorful Canvas one. And then I have this Essence one. This one is by, let me see, Elizabeth Mott. Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. It's on the expensive side. I got it on sale for like $11, $12 on Amazon. So it's definitely more expensive than these, but if you want your eyeshadow to last all day, especially as we get into like warmer weather in the winter, I can kind of get away with using other eyeshadow primers. But that so far has been the best one. But I'm going to use my Miss A one, because as I said, I'm filming this and then I'm going to be taking it off. I'm not going to be running around as a mermaid. That's really the eyeshadow primer that I endorse if you're oily and you have hooded eyes and things just want to crease. I've never been somebody that can just use like concealer. The concealer will crease. That doesn't work for me. And the Elizabeth one should work on everybody. It has a slight tint, but nothing like this. Like this Miss A one is basically like a skin tone, a light skin tone, like my skin tone. Okay, I got some extra, so I'll put some underneath. I'm gonna put somewhere I want to put the scales. I want to use the scales as like a contour, blush, highlight, so where you would put all of that is where we're going to do scales. So, but my placement is going to be kind of tailored to me and what I like, to where I like to place my contour, bronzer, blush, highlight, all that. And so you can do what you think will look best for your face shape. Okay, I think I thoroughly look a little crazy. We're going to put a little bit more oil control powder because it will help the eyeshadows to glide and blend a little bit better as opposed to putting it straight onto the primer. And then I have me fish scales. And I think I'm just going to have to pin it. I'm a little claustrophobic. There, should this be the thumbnail? Okay. So I think we're as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so I want to use black kind of in the contour areas. I'm going to use a cooler toned black. I think the cooler tones would help you blend into the ocean. So I feel like that would be what a mermaid would have. I think I'm going to start with a slightly fluffier brush. This is definitely going to be a trust the process. Trying to concentrate the black to where I want it to be darker and then feathering it out. Like this gives mermaid and not like a reptile. Because I'm so mad at myself for losing that stupid wig cap because it would have been perfect. And by the time I realized I lost it, there wasn't really any time to like run out and look for a replacement. I could, but it would delay this video by like a week, and I want to get it out in time for everybody to be looking at, you know, summer makeup inspiration. Okay, now I'm going to take a more dense brush, try to really concentrate everything. Okay, so for the next color, I think I'm going to be mixing some colors. I'm just going to be taking like a purple and mixing it with a gray because I want it to be a very dark purple. Come over here and mix it with some of these more brighter purples. And these are the, let me see, You Can Be Bay Changeable Fantasy Prism Makeup Palettes. I got the neutral and then the colorful one that I'm working with. I did a short on these. Love these, are coming in handy for stuff like this when I want lots of different colors. To do this, you're going to want to make sure that you go over the colors that you've already done. So once you place black, you can use that as a guide to move on into the purple, but make sure that you overlap onto the black. And then same once you do the pink, you're going to overlap into the purple that you just did so that the colors will blend and ombre nicely in together and you don't get any harsh lines. Okay, so now I think I want to do a pink highlight. I think I'm going to do the same thing where I'm just going to mix the pink that I want. I really like this brush for this, but I'm thinking that because it's got black all over it, it won't work anymore. I think from a density perspective, this would work. And I've just used it with some light powder. And I'm just mixing like a bunch of different pinks together. Hoping for a nice custom shade of pink. And then putting that where I would normally highlight. Pinks are too bright. I honestly feel like I'm mixing it and it's kind of coming out like this pink. So I might just be able to go straight in with this pink here. And this is from the neutral palette. Yeah, I think that's working. Lastly, I'm going to go in with a white eyeshadow. Just a flat, matte white eyeshadow. And I'm going to do that pretty much everywhere. Just so even. I want my whole skin to look a little scaly, as opposed to just the areas, you know. With color, I want it to be everywhere. When I practiced this, I did not use this mesh because I lost the other one. So hopefully this worked. Oh, it worked. The white eyeshadow didn't work quite as well as I had hoped it would, but that's okay. I'm gonna take more white eyeshadow and just gonna whiten some areas. You know what? I'm going to be mixing, I think taking the shade and then the white. I might add in a little bit of this. This is the Whimsical Bloom palette by Ace Beauty. I want to create kind of like a dusty seafoam type color. And I'm going to put that in all the places that the white eyeshadow didn't work. And I'm just going to hold the mesh this time around. That way it can contour to these areas a little bit better. So I'm still going to use it to the seafoam color to tone my skin. Make it look a little bit more mermaidy. We'll even use it as the base for an eyeshadow look. I'm hoping I can do my neck somehow, but I don't know if it's gonna let me, since holding it didn't work. I don't have a lot of faith in this. Just taking black eyeshadow and trying to get the ear area, put a little bit on the jawline even, and then I want to go down the neck a little bit. Could just do the face, of course, if you want, but I want to be a little bit extra. Okay, now maybe I can bite it. Oh. Okay. Okay, so the neck is like next to impossible for me to get right. So I'm just taking some black eyeshadow and just kind of going over it and pin this side and duplicate what we just did. Even putting the black onto my ears. We don't want to look too human. What I'm going to be putting on over this for this look will cover my chest. Otherwise, I feel like I would definitely want to do my chest. But I'm going to just tone everything again with that seafoam type color that I've mixed. Because I don't want my normal, just human skin tone to be showing. I kind of feel like my nose needs scales. So let's see if I can do some like nose contour type of thing. I think it's going to be difficult. The best we may hope for is just a little bit of scales. I feel like this would be so much easier if you had someone to help you, like hold the mesh and stuff. That's what I recommend, is getting a friend to help you. Need to buff out some of this. Get up into the hairline as well. I'm just taking and mixing more like a gray seafoam. And I'm gonna try to clean up everything. I look insane. The types of makeup looks that you really gotta trust the process on. Because you definitely look insane for a hot moment. Okay, now I think I'm just gonna take some pink and go over the pink areas. I'm just buffing out the scales so they don't look quite as crazy. The purple areas, I used black as like contour, purple as bronzer, and then we got the pink acting as a blush highlight moment. It's more or less what I was going for. Thinking about putting some scales right here, but I think I'm gonna leave it. Alright, this doesn't look creepy at all. Okay, for the eyeshadow, I think I'm going to take this ColourPop. I'm gonna put this in the crease. like so. Bringing a little bit under the eye as well. And I think I'm going to put some of this. This is part of the Pokemon collection by ColourPop, and it is Solar Beam. And it's a pretty purple teal. I'm going to tap that at the high point of my eye, concentrated at that high point, and then just disperse from there. Then I'm going to take my finger and concentrate Bay a little bit more. And then for the inner corner, I think I'm going to go in with this one by Moira Cosmetics. Oops. Like so. I'm not trying to be like neat or anything with it. Coming down. And I'm just burning it down so we can get like a tear stain kind of effect. To take this one. Need a lot of jewel chromes for this, but you can also just use plain glitters. But this is the ice cream. This came from a trio that I bought from ColourPop. I think it might have been limited edition. Not sure. But we're gonna get some of the highlight the brow bone. We can highlight the nose, the lips. Oh, if I had blocked my eyebrows, I should have done that. Didn't think of it till now. I don't know if I like that.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh. Okay, so I've hated like everything I've done with my eyebrows. I think I still hate my eyebrows. I think I ruined this makeup look with my damn eyebrows. First I tried purple, hated that. Then I went in with more of a seafoam and then put white eyeshadow over it just to try to... I don't want my eyebrows to be too much of the main focus. I definitely should have color blocked them. I've never done something like that, and I've seen people with really bushy eyebrows like me, and it seems to be really difficult to get them to actually disappear. Like, I think it's next to impossible. But I think that's, for now, as good as it's gonna get. Okay, and I'm going to go back in more with this Ice Dream Super Shock. And I think I'm going to use it as a cheek highlight. Just use this really light, fluffy brush. Now I'm going to go in more concentrated with the finger. So I think I'm going to take a blue as a lip liner. So I'm going to start with darker blue. Oops. I guess for overlining. And just color it in.
I didn't feel like I did a good enough job explaining, but first I'm basically just using the blue to shade my entire lip. After applying the blue liner, you could also use like a blue lipstick, liquid eyeshadow, anything that you have that is blue. I had a blue eyeliner, and then I took a black, lined my lips, but then also shaded in the corners. And I didn't use the black on the very top of my Cupid's bow. I think it just kind of helps make my lip look a little bit more pouty. And then after the black, I took a dark purple and used that to help blend in the black to the blue, but making sure to leave some blue in the center of the lips untouched.
gonna take some black eyeshadow and get the inside. Thinking spiders. And just as I said in the original video, the Wet n Wild Unfriend is a dupe for the girl called Spiders. So we'll go into spiders. Trying to decide if I need some winged eyeliner or not. Okay, just doing some tight lining. Putting black in the waterline. A shadow wing might be the best. Okay, that did so much. It's amazing. But I bought a million different pearls because I thought pearls would be the best. I feel like they put the pearls on the wrong side. Like, you would want, I feel like, the pearls... Or am I holding it backwards? Pearls like this. I thought, ooh, pearls for a mermaid. I don't know if I like it. Okay. We're going to let the lashes dry. That was excruciating, but I think an over-the-top look like this needs a big lash. These aren't even that big, they're wispies. But they're big to me, so, yeah. I don't think this one I did as good of a job as getting it right on that lash line. It seems it's slightly more above it. You know, we're talking like millimeters here, but it is what it is. I think I'm going to take the smallest pearl. I'm going to do like a V. Doing face gems and being a type A person sucks. Add a little bit more gloss. Alright, so here is the finished makeup look. Let me know how you did. I was worried that the pearls were going to ruin it, but I think it helped it actually look a little mermaidy. It just needs like full on. If I had the time and wasn't lazy, I think I would do like pretty tight small curls throughout my hair. But how it is just going to have to suffice. Or if you did like gel and you put like pearls up through here, that could be really fun as well. But I do think that I like this makeup look. But comment down below how you think I did, and this one is going to be the last in this series for kind of unwearable seasonal makeup looks that I've been trying to do. And we did a fall one, which I think was the most wearable. That was the first one I did, and I don't think I went quite as all out as I could have done. It was more of like blush blindness type of makeup look, because the blush was not wearable. And then the winter look is still my least favorite, I think. Spring, I don't know if I I love the fall one, just because it was the most wearable, I think. But I don't know which one is my favorite. I don't know. But comment down below which one was your favorite. Did you like the fall one, winter, spring, or this look, a mermaid summer look? And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video looking a little less crazy. Alright, bye!